Hello, parents. I wish I could see you in person, but this is what we've got to do. My name's Dave Allemeier. I am your students' foods and nutrition teacher for this semester, and my pleasure to be able to work with your young daughters, sons, and teach them some kind of basic skills. And I'm going to go through some of the stuff that we do cover. This is my contact information, Dave Allemeier at nsd.org. I do not have a direct line phone, but you can call the main office and they can get me a message. But the best way is through the email. I'm really good about replying, not immediately because I'm in class, but within 24 hours almost every single time. So food and nutrition. One of the things that I do when we are in person is I hand out little cards and I ask parents to write down a little bit of information, something about their child that maybe I might want to talk to them about, some interesting fact about them, something kind of fun outside of school that they do, interests, are they interested in cars? Do they competitively ride horses? Those kinds of things, something that's a little bit unique, a little bit different, something that we can get a conversation going. And then if there's anything that I need to know about your child that might be affected in the foods class, if there's any allergies. I think I had one student I asked, and they're allergic to peanuts, but not anything overly severe. So if you could let me know, that would be great. Just shoot me an email with your student's name, your child's name, and any bit of information. That'd be fantastic. One of the things that our administration's asked us to do over the past couple of years is, instead of getting into all the grading and nuts and bolts of the class, is kind of introduce ourselves and then talk a little bit about the class. So I put this slide together. That's myself and my wife a couple years ago at the first day of school. We had a little backdrop for everybody to take pictures of. That was kind of fun. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary. She is a IB psychology, film and video production, and GMI broadcast teacher here at Inglemoor. In the upper left corner is a picture of a sunset over at Deception Pass. It's one of my wife's favorite things, are sunsets. She told me the only thing she wants when we retire is a place where she can see the water and see the sunsets. So we're working on that. Below that's my best friend and my son at a Husky tailgate. It's one of the things we like doing is tailgating. Although last weekend, when I'm recording this, the Huskies had just lost to Montana, so it was not pleasant. Below that's my wedding picture. And my family's pretty important to me. A few of those people are still around. Lost my parents over the last 10 years or so, and a brother and a sister. So far right corner is my son and daughter. Both of them went to Inglemoor. My daughter took some IB classes, an AP class, and then just some general ed classes. She said she didn't want to do any testing, but she wanted to make sure that she was challenged in some of her favorite subjects. Our son, Gunnar, was a full IB student, but he was also a 3-sport athlete, ASB person. So one of those gifted people that I feel blessed to have as a son. My daughter got a master's in clinical psychology, and currently she's a paraeducator with some autistic kids at West Hill, and looking into going into education, but she's not too sure exactly what part of education yet. And our son graduated from the University of Washington with a math and computer science program degree, and he's currently a cybersecurity programmer for Amazon. Another picture of my wife and I, a little bit of a beard going on there. That's at a Husky game. And then the bottom picture is we traveled to Ireland to visit our daughter. She was in school over there for a year getting her master's, and one of the things she got to do was travel a lot. One of the places she traveled when we got to go over there was Ireland. So we did part of the south part of Ireland. We did a week tour there. So that was kind of fun. A couple other things about myself. I am a graduate of Inglemoor High School, grew up in the Kenmore area, moved here when I was 2. So basically grew up here my whole life. Went to the University of Washington. I played football there for a couple of years. I got in a severe car accident, which ended that. I mentioned my wife and I married 30 years. We have 2 children, which I just talked about. We have 2 animals, a cat and a dog. Enjoy teaching a lot. I actually had coached most of my professional career. I gave it up about 6 years ago. But they suckered me back in this year. So I'm coaching football again, and it's a lot of fun. Some of the things that we cover are how we grade the class. Majority of the grade are labs, cooking labs. It says optional because I did this when we were totally virtual, and now that we're back, but there's a possibility if things get really, really worse, we might go to virtual. I can clarify that stuff later if that happens. But cooking labs, we cook in the classroom. I requested that we have smaller groups. So the counselors have been doing that, a pretty good job of that. And we cook and learn about different types of food, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. And those are graded, and it's just participation. Are they involved? Are they helping cut up the vegetables? Are they helping learning how to cook or bake? Are they cleaning the dishes? Are they doing all the aspects of cooking? The majority of the class is classwork that we'll do in class. I told the students that my goal is that there's no homework whatsoever. If they don't finish something in class, then it will be homework. I kind of fibbed on that because there is 6 times at home I would like them to cook. And I've got a little flyer for them to fill out and you to fill out, how did they do? They write down what kind of problems they had with a particular recipe. They have a picture of themselves taking a picture, eating or making the food. So that's the homework. And then quizzes and tests. We may have a quiz or test on one thing or another, but I try to minimize those as much as possible. It's mainly getting in the class, learning and feeling comfortable about cooking and being safe with cooking. Some of the units we covered: biscuits and scones and jam. That will be one of the first ones we do. We talk about knife skills, knife safety, some different types of cuts of knife. We learn about a bunch of different bits of equipment and utensils in the kitchen. We will use blender, food processor, mixer, pastry blender, lots of different utensils. We cover measurements in quarter cup, cup, teaspoon, those types of things. Foodborne illnesses, a fairly large portion. We talk about food poisoning, foodborne illnesses, sanitation, those things. We have a little section on pies and tarts, and they actually make a pie. The group makes an apple pie, and then they give it to a teacher, one slice of it to a teacher, and the teacher critiques their pie. Salads, yeast breads. When we do yeast breads, we do 3 different things. We do cinnamon rolls and pizza dough and the soft pretzels. And with pizza dough, we might as well use the dough, so we make pizza that particular day. We do stir fry. Usually that's around when we talk about foodborne illnesses and cross-contamination and being safe in the kitchen. We'll cover a little bit on superfoods and nutrition, types of foods that are really, really good for us, types of foods that maybe aren't as good for us, maybe some substitutions we can do to try to eat healthier foods. We cover some egg dishes. We talk about where food comes from and how it's manufactured. Some of the down and dirty parts of food production and maybe how we can make things a little bit better. I talked about nutrition and foods, different cultures we cover. One of my favorite units is each student will either pick or I'll assign them a country around the world, and they have to find a particular holiday. It can be a holiday that's common in our culture or not, but a holiday that that particular country kind of celebrates, and then find some foods that are usually associated with that holiday. And then they'll present it to us. And then we do some Mexican and South American dishes at that particular time as well. And here's a couple pictures of some of our students. This was either last year or the year before. They're eating their jam and scones that they made. This is the classroom, and happy student getting to eat their products that they made, which is kind of fun. Thank you very much for listening to my speech, I guess you could say. I am not a fan of online teaching or talking, but that's what we got to do. So if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk to me about, the best way is that email address. I will get it and I will reply ASAP. I usually try to check in the morning and after school, if not at lunchtime, my emails. So thank you very much. And you all have a great day, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.